This property we're about to show you borders national forest land. In fact, it borders nearly 300,000 acres of national forest land. A lot of people contact us looking for property that borders national forest land. People like that the national forest will for the most part remain undeveloped. People also like the freedom of being able to walk from their property directly into the national forest. Property that borders national forest land tends to see an increase of bird and wildlife activity. People enjoy exploring the national forest land through hiking, mountain biking, horseback riding, and on ATVs. You can find Forest Service roads that enable you to navigate a vehicle, typically a four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive vehicle, through the national forest. The nearly 300,000 acres of national forest land on the Zuni Mountains that borders this property features tall ponderosa pines, varied terrain, flowing streams, and you'll find a waterfall flowing through the national forest land to the southeast of the property. This 20-acre parcel that you see before you has tall ponderosa pines, varied terrain, a unique geological feature to the east, a path of seasonal water flow that runs through the east of the property, and there's also a Forest Service road on the eastern portion of the property that runs north and south. This is an actual view from the property looking to the east. This is standing on the rock formations that are around the peak elevation of the property. The peak elevation is around 7,460 feet, and that's the area where the property borders the Cibola National Forest, along the entire west boundary of the property. Here's a photo of the Forest Service road that runs through the property, and this is the path of the seasonal water flow. Let's hop over to the interactive map. Here we have the 20 acres in green. You can see the entire west boundary borders the Cibola National Forest. And again, this is roughly 300,000 acres of contiguous national forest land, all on the Zuni Mountains. You can see it extends all the way east, almost to Grants, New Mexico. This is the Forest Service road that runs north and south through the property. And then to the east is this unique geological feature. If we go over to the map legend, turn on the overlays, and then turn on the water features, you'll see this blue dotted line that runs through the property. That is the path of the seasonal water flow. The dotted blue line means intermittent. And then if we zoom out just a little bit, you'll see over here to the east is a solid blue line of a named creek. It's named Cibola Creek, and we can follow the path of this creek south, down here into the national forest land, and this is where it creates this cascading waterfall. If we zoom in here, you can see these rocks and the water pooling up in multiple locations. From the property, you're less than a mile to what is called the falls, and here are some photos of the falls, which are incredibly beautiful. The property is located in Game Management Unit Number 10, which is desirable for elk and mule deer. Unit 10 is said to have some of the largest bulls in the entire state of New Mexico. Here are some wildlife tracks and droppings on the property. Speaking of wildlife, the seller sent us pictures from a game camera on the property where they captured this mule deer and this gray fox. These next photos the seller provided are of them cutting a driveway into a higher elevation point on the property. If we look at the interactive map, you can see the Forest Service road right here. The driveway was cut in west of the Forest Service road, going west, increasing in elevation. They said they reached about halfway up the west side of the property. Here's some photos of the beautiful rock formations and boulders. Another view from the high elevation point looking to the east. There's a unique geological feature on the property. And if we hop down by the Forest Service road, this is looking directly at that geological formation from the Forest Service road. Here are some views looking to the south. More rock outcroppings and ponderosa pines. More photos of the seasonal water flow in the eastern portion of the property. Here's some more photos of that unique geological feature. You can see it in relation to the Forest Service road. You have roughly 800 feet of frontage along that Forest Service road. And here's an image standing on that geological feature looking to the south. Over here on the western portion of the image, you can see the Forest Service road. The property is about 22 minutes from Rama, New Mexico. It's a small town with a population of a few hundred people. There's a Family Dollar, post office, restaurant, church, museum, elementary school, middle school, and high school. There's also some ancient cliff dwellings that you'll find on the way to the property. And this is the Rama Reservoir that's about 27 minutes south of the property. You can see the driving distance from the property to the Rama Reservoir here. You're about 32 minutes from the El Morro National Monument. Here's some photos of the El Morro National Monument. For larger cities, you're about an hour and 10 minutes from Gallup, New Mexico. Gallup has a population over 21,000. There's a hospital, Home Depot, Walmart, multiple grocery stores. Then you're about an hour and 16 minutes from Grants, New Mexico. Grants has a population around 10,000. In Grants, there's also a hospital, Walmart, multiple grocery stores. Then you're about 2 hours and 20 minutes from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Albuquerque has a population over 500,000, the largest city in New Mexico. Pretty much anything you need you can find in Albuquerque, including an international airport. If you head over to our website, landio.com, you'll find a lot of additional information about this property. There's over 150 images of the property in the surrounding area. Just click on this expand icon and then the grid icon to view all those images. We also have some 360 images. To view the 360 images, click the 360 Images tab. There are 5 different 360 images that you can navigate through the gallery below. You can also click on any of those images and use your mouse cursor to spin around 360 degrees. You can also zoom in to see the details if you like. On the Map tab is the interactive map. You can click full screen to view that in a new tab. Then we have the property details. The property taxes are about $756 a year for the entire 20 acres. There's no HOA or HOA fees. There's no covenants or restrictions. There's no time limit to build. You can use the property recreationally, seasonally, or live there full time. Scroll down in the description. You can find additional information, including distances to nearby points of interest and links where you can find more information about those locations. Here we have the GPS coordinates and links where you can open those on a Google map. And there's also a KML file of the map that you can download and open in a software like Google Earth. This property is listed with New Mexico real estate broker Paul Linson. Paul has nearly 20 years of real estate experience in New Mexico. For questions or to purchase this property, please call or text Paul anytime. His number is 505-907-1454. Again, that number is 505-907-1454. You may also reach Paul by clicking this Contact Us button and filling out that simple form. If you have property that you're looking to sell in New Mexico or any other state, click this Sell Property button and fill out this simple form. You may also reach this form by typing sellwithlandio.com into your browser. Again, that domain is sellwithlandio.com. On behalf of myself, my family, and the entire team here at Landio, we sincerely appreciate your continued support. Thank you and God bless.